Welcome back. Okay, so I usually upload on Saturdays, but in the event of this, okay, I was so hyped that I realized that I don't think I actually talked about my journey on here, on how I graduated nursing school with zero amount of debt. Before you click off and be like, oh, this is so clickbaity, nah, sweetie. It's possible, okay? It is honestly possible. Like, if you look up how much nursing school costs, it can range from $20,000 to $200,000. Just think about that. $200,000. That is a whole house that you can buy. A whole house. Imagine what you can do with $2,000, okay? So, one thing is I want to mention is that my journey is not for the faint of heart. It honestly is not. But I will say, if I can do it, you definitely can do it also, okay? So I want to put that out there because I don't want to act like it was easy. It was not easy at all, but it is doable, okay? It's not easy, but it is doable. And if you're thinking about nursing program, it's not easy, but it is doable. So just keep that in mind, okay, while you're doing all your research. So the way this video is set up, one, I will talk about my journey on how I went to nursing school for free. And then I will add other resources because the way I did it might not be able to apply it depending on where you are in your journey. So if you haven't started nursing school yet, you will be able to apply my journey to you. But if you are in nursing school, don't worry, okay? Don't worry. I still got you. At the end of the video, I will be listing some resources for you to look into. Because even though I did my research on these resources, I want you to do your own research because everybody's situation is different. And I always tell you to shop around and search around. So I will make these resources available to you. This is what this channel is about, is me making resources available to you for you to be aware that these resources are out here. And then for you, do your own research on them. So let's get into my journey. So I'll have to start off in high school. So my high school had a program where I can take high school credit courses at my community college for free. So this program actually started out in junior year. So I am never going to sit in front of you guys and act like I'm this perfect student, okay? I am not. I have my flaws. So during high school, my junior year was hectic. It was truly something. So no, I did not take advantage of that program during my junior year. But I took advantage of it after I got over the whole situation that was happening in junior year. I got over that, and then I was able to apply it during my senior year. So during my senior year, whenever you go to a community college, you have to take a placement test. I took my placement test, and then I got placed into English 101, and then I got placed into pre-calc. And so I took those two. I took English 101, and then I took pre-calc. I also retook biology because my high school bio, it wasn't horrible. I had a 81, I believe. Yeah, I believe I had an 81 in high school bio. But I knew I wanted to apply to nursing school. So I retook my bio and I ended up getting an A. Okay, like I can make a video on how to study in bio and anatomy and physiology because look, anatomy and physiology is a whole nother beast of its own, okay? And you honestly have to know all your information, okay, in order for you to excel in nursing school. All the information that you're learning right now, trust me, try to memorize as much as you can and try to apply yourself as much as you can while you're learning in anatomy and physiology because that'll be the foundation of nursing school. If you have a shaky foundation, nursing school will be so difficult on top of how difficult it already is, okay? So you don't want to have to reteach yourself 2 courses, honestly, because yeah, you'll be teaching yourself the nursing courses and anatomy and physiology if you don't have a great foundation on anatomy and physiology. So I ended up taking those courses while I was my senior year in high school. And then my first semester, I graduated high school, you know, I was all hype and everything. And then my first year of college. So the first semester, even though my high school had a program teamed up with CCP to help us out throughout our transition from high school to being college students, I did not use that program like I should. So that program, I give them credit for helping me out with filling out for FAFSA and Pell Grant. And they also helped me out to realize what other resources that are to my fingertip while I'm going to college. Because they told me about the learning lab. They told me about how you can talk to your professors. They told me how you can schedule classes. All these simple things that you guys be like, duh, you should know how to do those. Like, they're not that simple if somebody isn't showing you how to do them. Because look, I would have never known that I can look up my professors ahead of time on this website called Rate Your Professor. And then, because some professors can either break or make that class. If you don't know about Rate My Professor, just trust me on this, okay? Go and look up your professors before you take them. Just that is my bonus tip to you, okay? Just look up your professors before you take them. They told me about all those resources that I can use. I want to thank them for telling me about all those resources. I will link them down below so you can find out more about them if you're planning on going to Community College of Philadelphia. Oh, I want to put a disclaimer out here, okay? I am not affiliated with any of the resources that I'm going to list today, okay? I'm just talking about my experience and my journey, and that is it. I am not their spokesperson. So I will list everything that I mentioned in my video down below for you to do your own research and call them for you to ask questions, okay? So my first semester, I took out $2,000 worth of loans out, guys. As I'm saying this out loud, like, I'm just looking back and cringing at it because, okay, so the books were mighty expensive, okay, because I was taking a lot of science courses. And guys, you know how those science courses textbooks add up, okay? That is why I made a video on how you can save money on college textbooks. I will literally link that video down below also for you to check it out, because you should not have to take out $2,000 worth of loans for books. So I paid off for all my books, and then I had extra money left, guys. So instead of me taking that extra money that I had left after paying my books and paying it back to the loan, you know what I decided to do? I decided to keep that for emergencies. I just want to tell you that loans come with strings attached, okay? You do not want to mess around and play with debt. You just don't. You use it as a tool. Anything extra, you give it back. Okay, just trust me on that. You give it back. You only take out the necessities. That is one thing that I want to mention in this video, is for you to take out only the necessities. And a lot of you might be like, duh, I only take out the necessities. But I'm talking about the necessities that applies to your school, not to your own personal life. That applies to your school, okay? Just please, just trust me on that. Take out only the necessity that applies to your school. So I told myself I'm going to keep the extras for emergencies. And do you know what those emergencies turned out to be? After like 1 month, okay, of me keeping that money just inside of my saving account, I started thinking about, oh, you know what? Listen, I'm about to pull an all-nighter. I need some food. Or, oh, I didn't know that I'm going to stay on campus for this long. Let me get some food. I'm a food lover. I love food, okay? And first year in college, my first semester, I surrounded myself with people who also loved food. So do you know what we did every single day? Because you know what? We were studying so hard. We deserve this treat, okay? We went out to eat every single day, guys. Every single day we went out to eat. I am grateful that I got my first semester, I ended up getting straight A's in college. But I also spent a lot of money on food because I was staying extra hours on campus and I did not meal prep, okay? I did not bring food to campus. So I would eat out. And around campus, you already know. This food industry is like so smart, guys. Like around campus, there is so many places you can go out to eat. I feel like I tried every place around my campus. I went to every single restaurant around my campus, spending money on food. I'm not lying to you. So that was the first semester. Second semester, I checked my email. I found out that I qualified for 50th year anniversary scholarship. So if you're going to CCP or you're planning on going to CCP, I will highly recommend you to look into the 50th year anniversary scholarship. First semester, my FAFSA did not cover everything, okay? So I took out a loan for the rest of my tuition and for my books. And the rest of it, I told myself that I will keep it for emergencies. So they covered for the whole tuition, my whole tuition. But the thing is, you have to be full-time, okay? You have to maintain a 3.0 average. And they did not cover for summer semester. The second semester, I also received my acceptance letter to the nursing program. So I was like so happy. So I started spending a lot of my time around the nursing department. I will honestly tell you, try to get yourself involved because I will not know about the ability for me to take bachelor course credits at my community college while I was doing my nursing program if I did not hang around the nursing department, because I will go there every single day to try to ask somebody who was in there about how the program was like. I honestly told them, what do I need? How can I best prepare myself? Because look, I was hyped with my whole straight A's. I was like, listen, I want to continue that for the rest of my college career. So after that, I started doing my research. What courses will I need for my BSN? Trying to see what courses can I take right now in order to set me up for my BSN. I listed all the courses that I needed to take for my BSN. And I tried to spread it out within a 2-year expansion because an ADM program is 2 years. So you're just like, Monique, you took out $2,000 debt. You took out a $2,000 loan. How did you graduate nursing school with zero amount of debt? This is not clickbait. I promise you. Okay. So my nursing program is 2 years. Okay. So my first year of college, I was not in my nursing program. I was taking prerequisites in order for me to go into my nursing program. So my nursing program journey, yes, I went through the whole nursing program without taking out any more debt. So they only accept people every single year. So even though I had all my prerequisites done my first semester, my second semester, I wasn't able to just start the nursing program. I had to wait until the next fall semester in order for me to actually start my nursing program. I only have the $2,000 debt that I took out my first semester. That is why I am so passionate about this, because if I can go back and tell myself, my younger self, I will honestly have zero amount of debt right now. Right now, I have $1,500 debt that I need to pay off. During the 2 years, so I had the 50th year anniversary scholarship, but it required me to be full-time. Okay, a full-time student. And my nursing program, it was 7 credits. Okay, to be full-time, you have to have 12 credits. So I had to take 2 other classes along with my nursing program. Guys, that was not easy. Okay, because my nursing program, we have 4 courses in one, but they wanted to save on tuition. Okay, so it was like I ended up taking 6 courses because I had lab, I had clinicals, I had seminar, I had lecture, and then I have the 2 other courses that I was taking for my BSN. And I was taking 2 other courses for me to be able to qualify for my 50th year anniversary scholarship, okay? On top of my nursing program and 2 other courses, I was also working during the weekends. Because remember how I told you the 50th year anniversary scholarship, it does not cover for summer semester, okay? And for my BSN, I had to take 2 courses every single semester in order for me to be done by 2 years. So during the summer, I had to take 2 courses, and my FAFSA does not cover all of my tuition at all whatsoever. So I work during the weekends to be able to pay for those summer courses. Okay. So I work during the weekend. Oh, I also did work study. I also advise you to look into work study. Okay. So I did work study and I worked during the weekends, and I was a full-time student taking up 15 credits. Okay. So if I am able to do all of that and still pass nursing school, you can definitely, okay, do it yourself, okay? That is why I made it, this is why I'm like so happy that I was able to even graduate from nursing school, because nursing school on its own is like a full-time job, okay? Like, you will not be able to take anything else, but I was able to do it and take 2 other classes and work during the weekend and work during the weekdays also with my work study program. It was not easy, okay? It was not an easy journey, but it was doable, and I do not regret anything at all whatsoever. I was telling myself, like, why am I working so hard like this? I listened to this guy named Dave Ramsey for financial literacy, and he says, if you live like no one else right now, later you'll be able to live like no one else. Just think about that. If you live like no one else right now, you'll be able to live like no one else later. Just honestly think about that. All that sacrifice that I put in, like, I am graduating with my nursing degree with only $1,500 in debt that I will be able to pay off in one paycheck with my nursing job. Like, I don't want to say these things to brag. Like, I am definitely not bragging in any sense, but I just want to tell you what is possible out there for you to be able to do yourself, okay? This is definitely doable, but I want you to evaluate yourself, okay? I want you to evaluate you, okay? Like, I want you to push yourself, but if you see yourself failing, please, please, you need to graduate, okay? That is the most important. On top of everything, you need to graduate, okay? So if you see yourself failing, I want to emphasize school comes first, okay? You hear about me working weekends and during the weekdays with work study, and you're just like, oh yeah, I need to make sure that I make this money so I don't go in debt. But the thing is, school comes first, okay? There will be some weekends where I told my work, have a test coming up. I will not be able to work this weekend, and they will honestly work with you, okay? That is why I highly recommend work study, because they will honestly work with you with your testing schedule and your school schedule. And also on the weekends, I worked in my field. So I was a home health aide and I was a CNA. So listen, they honestly, if you communicate with your manager, she will honestly work with you, okay? So that is how I was able to graduate, okay, with only $1,500 in debt. But it wasn't from my nursing program. My nursing program, I was able to pay all of that off. Also, if you're going to community college, they have a scholarship application. One scholarship application that you have to fill out, and it can go to all of the scholarships inside of their database. Tell me what school you know that has you filling out only just one application for you to apply to all of the scholarships inside their database. I'll wait. Okay, this is why I'm so grateful to CCP, honestly. Like, I don't think I would have this degree without them at all whatsoever. And Also, the other two resources that I did look into, but I didn't go that route because of the 50th year anniversary scholarship that I received. The other two scholarships that I was looking into, work for an employee, they usually have a scholarship that you can qualify for depending, the money depends on if you're part-time or full-time, but you also have to realize, like, after they give you that scholarship, you have to work with them a year or 2 years. So if you like where you work, then go ahead and apply for that scholarship. But if you're not so fancy about where you work, then I would not recommend you going down that route, unless if you can tough it out for a year and work for your employee for a year, so you can just fill out that qualification and just leave afterwards if you want to leave. But also look into Nurse Corp, okay? They have a scholarship that they will pay for your full tuition and they will give you stipends. Bruh, what scholarship do you know that will pay for your tuition and they will give you stipends? I'll wait, okay? But also, this comes with a string attached. You have to work for, I believe, 2 years. Yes, I believe you have to work for 2 years in a government area that needs nurses, that needs assistance. So like a government clinic, you have to work for the government for 2 years, okay? So I honestly feel like that's still a great deal because, look, one thing that you should know about being financially literate is the whole fact of give and it shall be given to you. Why do you think all those rich people give to charity, okay? There is a principle of give and it shall be given to you. It's even in the Bible. I am a Christian. So it's even in the Bible. If you give, it shall be given to you, okay? So trading off 2 years of your employment, I feel like that's literally nothing compared to all of the years that you'll be working as a nurse, okay? And they pay for your full tuition. And they give you stipends. So you don't have to work to cover for food or rent or anything else while you're in that. Oh my gosh. Like, it sounds so great. Like, I was looking into doing it myself. But then I received the email about the 50th year anniversary scholarship. And then I end up just going with that one. But guys, like, don't sleep on Nurse Corps. I will also link to website, okay? I'll link to website that goes into details about all these resources down below. So check those websites out and they will give you way more information that I even gave you in this video. So this video was mainly for me to just talk about my journey and give you 2 other resources that you can use for yourself. So I tried so hard to make this video not too long, but end up being long again. So yeah, sorry about that, guys, but I just enjoy making these videos. Okay, I know I say this at the end of every single video, but I really do enjoy making these videos. So I will see you guys I'll see you guys on Saturday. So hit that notification. Oh my gosh, the whole time I didn't put subscribe, okay? Subscribe, hit that notification button so they can know. So YouTube can notify you when I upload next Saturday, okay? Or somebody can ask me a question on my Instagram. I'll link it. I'll put the username down below. If anybody asks me a question on Instagram, I will reply back to them. And then I'll make another video for everybody else because I realize that if one person have a question, most likely there'll be like 10 or 15 other people who have that same question. So I'll make a video depending on the question. So I'll make a video also. So hit that notification bell button to see if I upload before Saturday or not. But I will see you next time. So bye.